Have you ever wondered if your choices are truly your own? That last purchase, that strong opinion, that sudden distrust, were they really your decisions? What if I told you that many of your choices are carefully engineered by unseen forces, using scientific methods of psychological manipulation? These forces operate in the background of your daily life, from the ads you see to the news you consume. The truth, you are being manipulated every single day. A Cornell University study shows that even subtle changes in language can alter your decisions without you realizing it. This is the art of the unseen puppeteer, waging a silent war for your mind. You think you're in control, but often you're following a script written by someone else. This video isn't here to scare you, it's here to arm you. We'll pull back the curtain on the dark science of mind control and expose how your thoughts and behaviors are targeted. By understanding these tactics, you can start to defend your autonomy. The world is a grand theater of influence. It's time to see the actors behind the curtain. Prepare yourself. The path ahead requires courage and honesty. Let's begin to rewire your perception and fortify your mind against manipulation. Modern manipulation is rooted in cognitive biases, universal shortcuts our brains use to process information. Psychologists Kahneman and Tversky showed our thinking is split-fast, emotional reactions versus slow, logical reasoning. Manipulators target your fast, emotional mind, bypassing logic to guide your choices. Take advertising. Companies don't just sell products, they sell feelings and identities. The bandwagon effect makes you want what everyone else has. Scarcity triggers your fear of missing out. These aren't just marketing tricks, they're psychological assaults designed to override your logic. When your desires are manufactured, you lose touch with what you truly want. This cycle of persuasive tech and advertising creates constant dissatisfaction. You're conditioned to believe happiness is one purchase away, a lie that fuels endless consumption. The real cost isn't money, it's the loss of your inner compass. Every like, every alert is a dopamine hit, keeping you engaged and compliant. Your attention is the currency, and platforms are engineered to mine it. Escaping this trap requires conscious awareness of these psychological tricks. Manipulators use choice architecture, presenting options to nudge you toward a specific outcome while you believe you're deciding freely. A Stanford study showed that simply framing a medical procedure as 90% survival versus 10% mortality drastically changes approval rates. This is how your consent is manufactured. The Cambridge Analytica scandal revealed how data was used to build psychological profiles and deliver tailored messages to exploit your fears and biases. Voters thought they were forming independent opinions, but their reality was carefully constructed. The emotional fallout? Deep distrust in institutions and in your own judgment. When you realize your beliefs may have been implanted, it can trigger a crisis of identity. Social media platforms use similar tactics. Infinite scroll, urgent notifications, and A/B-tested interfaces keep you hooked. You think you're choosing to watch one more video, but the system is designed to make that the easiest option. The platform isn't serving you, you're serving the platform. The goal isn't just to win your attention, but to make you dependent on their reality. Every aspect is engineered to keep you engaged and compliant. True freedom starts with recognizing these invisible nudges. Humans are wired for social conformity. We crave belonging and validation. Manipulators exploit this with social proof, creating artificial consensus using bots, fake accounts, and paid influencers. Your brain sees popularity and assumes truth, even if it's manufactured. Disinformation campaigns weaponize this, making fringe ideas seem mainstream overnight. Echo chambers are built by flooding forums with a single viewpoint, silencing dissent. Inside these chambers, your beliefs become more rigid and extreme. Critical thinking dies when you're only exposed to confirming information. Algorithms personalize your echo chamber, feeding you more of what you already like. This isn't for your benefit, it's to maximize engagement and profit. The more predictable you are, the easier you are to target. Platforms feed your biases, not because they agree, but because it keeps you comfortable and profitable. Intellectual complacency makes you the perfect subject for ongoing manipulation. To break free, you must challenge the manufactured reality around you. Emotions drive behavior, and manipulators know how to hijack them. Fear, anger, and hope bypass your rational mind. This is the affect heuristic at work. If you feel good about something, you see it as less risky. If you feel bad, the risks seem higher. Manipulators don't need facts. They just need to control your emotional state. Sensationalist media and political propaganda use stories to provoke outrage or fear, not to inform. Fear-based campaigns rarely use statistics. They use emotional imagery to create a sense of threat. When you're outraged, you feel powerful. But you're actually being steered by someone else. Your emotional energy is harnessed for someone else's agenda. This constant arousal leads to burnout and apathy. Either way, the manipulator wins. Social media is engineered to be an emotional roller coaster, keeping you hooked and vulnerable. Algorithms feed you content that keeps you scrolling, chasing the next feeling. This is a deliberate strategy to keep you emotionally invested and easily controlled. Immunity to manipulation starts with mindful awareness. Recognize your emotional and cognitive triggers. These are the back doors to your mind. Practice metacognition. When you feel a strong emotion, pause and ask, why am I feeling this? Who benefits? Manipulation relies on speed. Pause to engage your logical brain. Before sharing or reacting, check the facts and consider the source. Seek out dissenting opinions to break out of your echo chamber. The goal isn't to change your mind, but to understand other perspectives and keep your thinking flexible. Curate your information diet. Unfollow accounts that rely on outrage and limit exposure to addictive platforms. Replace mindless scrolling with activities that promote deep thinking and reflection. This isn't about disconnecting, it's about engaging on your own terms. Take back control of your attention and choose what you allow into your mind. This is the ultimate act of cognitive rebellion. A mind open to challenge is a mind that's hard to control. The world is a battleground of influence. Psychological forces constantly vie for your mind. Manipulation preys on your biases, hijacks your emotions, and creates digital addictions. Understanding these tactics is the first step to reclaiming your autonomy. Winning this war requires conscious effort and vigilance. Question your impulses, challenge your beliefs, step outside your echo chamber. Practice metacognition and curate your information environment to build a mental fortress. This is a lifelong practice. Your best defense is awareness and critical thinking. You now have the tools to see the invisible strings. What manipulative tactics have you noticed? Share your insights and keep building your mental armor.